הגעתי לחתונה ולא באמת ידעתי לקראת מה אני הולכת. מבחינה מינית לא היה לי מושג קלוש.
זו מצווה שאתה צריך להתייחס אליה כמצווה. כמו שאתה הולך לקנות 4 המינים ואתה הופך ולהדס הזה יש לבלוב או אין לבלוב, אותו דבר במיטה.
לא הייתי שם, אני כאילו מרגישה שהגוף שלי היה שם, אבל הנשמה שלי הייתה במקום אחר.
Hi all, welcome back to this channel. My name is Frida Bizel, and on this channel I explore topics related to Judaism, New York City, and oftentimes Orthodox Judaism, which is the world that I come from. While I was visiting Israel for a video I made for his channel, I heard from quite a few people about an Israeli documentary that has testimonies from Orthodox men and women about their wedding night. This really intrigued me, and I am so glad to have the opportunity to bring to you a conversation with the director of this documentary, Rachel Elitzur, for a discussion about the film. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
I'm good, Baruch Hashem. How are you?
Good. I want to start by giving the viewers a sense of what this documentary is about, because it deals with how the Orthodox Jewish community introduces sex and that it's done on the night of the wedding, regardless of how the couple feels about it. And it's done in a very, very creative way. So what I want to do is first play a little excerpt and then explain the context of what we're about to see.
זה פתוח?
נראה לי.
רק כשהגעתי למלון והתחלנו מה שנקרא להיכנס לחדר ולהוריד את הבגדים, אז הבנתי אוקיי, יש פה קטע עכשיו, הולך להיות קטע.
אוקיי, אתה רצה? כן. אקשן.
הייתה לי מבוכה גדולה בזה. אני לא יודע, אולי איך זה נראה בעיניים של גבר שאוהב את אשתו ורוצה אותה, יכול להיות שזה מדהים. יכול להיות שזה מדהים. אבל לנו כנראה שזה מדהים. לי זה היה מביך. בקטע אחר, כי לא נעים. לא נעים. הייתי נורא נבוך.
So to be clear, you cast a man and a woman to play a bride and a groom, secular actors, and you had them reenact what we hear, like reenact a wedding night while we hear the testimonies. Do you want to explain how you framed this?
In the beginning, started to record women in first, and I thought maybe it will be a film about the women's experience, not men. And after I heard the first testimony, I was panicked. I was panicked because it was difficult to her more than me. So I panicked and I wanted to leave it.
Why did you panic?
This is a woman who told me the first night her husband put a pillow on her face.
Oh no.
Because he didn't want. You hear the story, right? And she told me about it, and I thought, oh. It's awful. It's horrible. And after a few months, I thought maybe I need to hear the men, because it's the other side of the same story, and I need to hear them. The brides are not alone in this room. It wasn't easy really to approach Haredi men and ask them to interview. But step by step, I found the right man.
Got it.
Yeah. I found the right man, and of course they agreed to talk to me only because it's without a camera. They met with me in really dark places, like very quiet places. It felt I don't know how to say it in English, חתרני, like underground.
Why do you think they agreed to talk to you if it was so dangerous or scary for them?
I think people need to talk. People need to tell about their stories, their experience. The second someone call you and give you the opportunity to talk about something she been through herself, you know. I'm not a secular director. I'm Haredi like them, exactly like them. Hasidic and Litvak and Sephardic, all of us basically been through the same night.
I'm gonna play a clip here to show how it's executed.
לפני חתונה גם לא ממש התעניינתי בו, כאילו אמרתי יאללה מתחתנים, נראה מה יהיה. אמרתי, נמצאת בתוך סרט. ונזרום בעלילה. עכשיו אני צריכה לשבת על הכיסא, עוד מעט מישהו מגיע לחסות אותי, לא הרגשתי שזה אני. הוצאתי את עצמי מהתמונה. אמרתי, נזרום. ולא הרגשתי באמת כאילו את הרעד הזה בלב, חיכיתי שזה יקרה. ואז אמרו לי שהוא יבוא והוא יקדש אותי כאילו בטבעת, שאני ארגיש משהו. ואז שראיתי אותו שהוא מגיע אליי, אז באמת פתאום זה נפל לי. התחלתי לראות, רואים את זה בהסרטה שכולי נהיית כחולה בידיים.
What we get from the clip is the voiceover, the testimony of people on their wedding day in a way that felt to me, having gone through the same thing, since I come from the Haredi community in New York, very realistic, you know, very like, yes, this is human. And I'm sure it can happen in anyone's wedding day. Like you work up to the wedding day so excited, and then one woman said she was like completely absent, right? Did I understand? Like almost disembodied, like disconnected from the experience.
Yeah.
Which, you know, when you see things from the outside, it's very different than you hear people, how they remember it and talk about it when they are central characters, which is what makes it feel so different from all the chuppah footage we see. And then you did the yichud room, which is the room that the couple is in together. And then we saw that with the actors that you ended up hiring, that like we saw them hear about the yichud room as they're being cast. And they are asking, are you supposed to have sex there or something like that? They're trying to understand what's happening there. I'm gonna play a clip here.
אחרי החופה, הזוג יוצאים ביחד יד ביד לחדר איחוד, שם הם מתייחדים במשך זמן מסוים. מחוץ לחדר עומדים שני עדים, שבעצם מעידים כי הזוג אכן היה בחדר איחוד מספיק זמן. לא, הם לא מקשיבים, אבל הם כאילו מסתובבים שם לראות שהזוג היה מספיק זמן כדי לאשר את הנישואים. ושם מתרחש המגע הראשוני. תדמיין את הרגע הזה שאתה נכנס עם מי שאתה לא מכיר כמעט, מעולם לא נגעת בה, אתה לא יודע לאן אתה הולך. יש זוגות שאני מניחה שיש להם משיכה, ויש זוגות שלא. אני אפילו לא זוכרת להגיד לך על עצמי אם נמשכתי לבעלי, אני לא יודעת, אני לא זוכרת.
Like, talk about the role of the actors in this.
You want me to tell you about it?
Yeah.
So we did the auditions to young actors, and we decided to film everything on set, like what we talk between the takes, and what's the question they have, and how I'm answer it, and very documentary, not like when you casting a fiction film, and you just do the audition, and okay, thank you, we'll be in touch. No, we filmed everything. And you can see it in the film. And after I decided which actor I want to play the role, the casting person told me, okay, we need to do a match between them. They need to know each other, they need to speak, you need to see the chemistry between them. And I thought about it, and I told her, let's not. Because if I want to bring to the room the same feelings like I felt with my young and new husband, so I didn't really know him well, and the environment, it's with embarrassing, right? It's we don't know each other. What awkward, right? What we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna deal with it? And I told the casting person, please let them know they will come only to the shooting day, and they will know there. And it worked very good because they didn't know each other. All this feeling, you can see it. The embarrassing, the awkward, and they need to go like immediately to the bed.
Can you talk about your own experience a little more? Is that something you're comfortable sharing about? Because it seems you had like an experience that drove something a very deep desire to tell a story.
Yeah, so I'm come from a Litvak family, and we met like the dating 4 times before we engaged, and after 3 months we got married. It was a difficult time. The period between the engagement and the wedding, it's very intense. It's I didn't know how to speak loud about my feeling, and the distance between, because the separation, you're very careful. You can't talk about everything before the wedding. So I felt like I got the wedding very unready to this night. I don't know anything about man, about his body, and mostly about my body. I went to a very tzadika, madrichat kalot, like bride guide, but teacher, right?
A very holy one, like.
Yeah. Admor daughter.
Got it.
And it wasn't.
A very holy woman.
Yeah, and it wasn't.
Which means, let's explain for the viewer. It means that she's probably not going to be so open. She's going to be more conservative about what she talks about.
Very conservative, and also I came from a Litvak family, and she was Hasidic, and it's a big difference. Like her bedroom was like, the bed was like that, and our bed like that.
Her bedroom was like this?
Yes,
the husband and the wife?
Yes, like the Rachel Elitzur.
I've never heard of this before.
Yeah, Hasidic, some of them.
Wow, I've never heard of this.
Yeah. So she didn't prepare me well, I can say, but I'm really grateful to her. She did her best, but I got there with no knowledge at all, and I was nervous, and we had to do it very quick. This is the order. You need to do it quick and fast. The first night, you can't delay it. And it's a lot of pressure. You can't, just sit and talk to him and eat together and open presents and laugh and listen to music you are under pressure. You need to get over it. So you want to get over it, but it's really awkward and embarrassing, and we didn't speak about it. And it was really hurt, like physical hurt, pain, a lot of pain. And it felt like, you know, I didn't know to say it then. I know to say it now. That he raped me, but he also been raped. Like, you understand me? Because all the pressure, all the orders, the lists, you have to do it now. So he also got raped.
We actually hear in the documentary, you're not the only one. I've heard the use of rape for the Orthodox Jewish wedding night. Someone else also uses it. It's a very strong word. Did you have a conversation after the documentary about it?
Yeah, I think the interesting thing in the film, the only men say it. The women are not saying it.
Why do you think that is?
It's interesting. I don't know. You know, she described me the pillow on her face, and she's screaming. It's like describe rape, right? But she's not using the specific word. Not all the story like that. I heard a lot of brides and a groom, you know, the experience went well.
I want to get to that in a minute, but I just want to unpack the use of the word rape, because I've seen it come up again and again. And for some people, using the word rape for the wedding night is like taking it too far, and for other people it feels appropriate. I'm curious what your thoughts on this are.
It's my experience. This is why the film goes with this narrative, because of my experience. But not all the men and women been through what I've been through. Not necessarily. And a lot of people come to me after the film and said, we had a good experience, and it's fine. It's a blessing. I think it's almost a luck, because they don't know each other, and they need to be together in the same room like strangers, and go from 0 to 100 in one night. So it's tough.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you look at it. And some woman told me the first night was great, like heaven. She described it like Eve and Adam. Really, really fresh and amazing. But after she got pregnant, she remembered that bride teacher told her not to say no, never. Because if she would say no, her husband will go to other
outside
women. Yeah, and she said, "What are you talking about? Like, he's a Hasidic guy. He's such a tzaddik. He's such a good man. Why you put these filthy thoughts in my head? It's not fair." So she get to, you know, like complicated and feelings like she didn't want to, and she had to, and
Yeah.
It destroyed everything between them.
Wow.
No, I guess they get over it now, but yeah, but you understand, it's not only the first night. It's how you think about your body. It's about the education we get since we are 3 years old. 3 years old, right? And the separation between men and women, and some of them very, I don't know how to say it nice, packed up because of it, and some of them are very fine, you know. They are good. They good with it. They know how to. They are good persons.
Yeah.
They learn how to get along.
Do you have a hope that your work will change something in how sex ed and sex is done in the Haredi community?
Yeah, yeah. First of all, I have a hope. I hope that education will be more open. Like, you know, it's not bad if we are, as a teenager, will know our body. And today, teacher and teacher garden talks about, you know, be careful, like because all of the Me Too, I don't know, like Me Too, but in the Haredi community.
Like from sexual predation? You mean like from people who can touch children inappropriately? Is that what you're talking about?
Children, and not only children. You heard about Chaim Walder's story?
Yeah, I heard the Chaim Wilder story, but you can tell it. You can tell it because the viewers probably haven't, many of them, heard of it.
Is a very famous and education person in the Haredi community,
And an author.
and also a therapy, and a lot of women, young women or children, came to him to get help, and I don't know, something went wrong, and he misconduct, I don't know, yeah.
He was accused of sexual misconduct.
Yeah. So after that, because he's so famous, and all his books exist in every house in the Haredi community, everyone was confused what we're going to do, and they needed to figure it out, how to talk to the children about it. So I don't want the sexual issue will become something ugly, not clean, not fun. You know, it's supposed to be fun and good, and really nice between married couples. And if you frame it like sexual harassment, so you lost it all.
I see.
Yeah, I want the bride teachers and groom teachers will watch the film. Some of them did, and came to screening, and it's on Telegram. And I really hope that one day it will make a change. Some changes could be very easy, like the bride teacher and the groom teacher will speak each other during the process, and not sending the couple to figure it out. And some of changes, you know, I guess, I believe it will take more time. Yeah, but I think since, you know, going on, like even today, more knowledge.
Interesting.
Everything is more open since I got married.
Yeah. Here in New York as well, there is, I think, change happening. The internet is affecting things. I think unmarried boys maybe have more access to information than they did in the past.
It's part of the problem because the boys come with more knowledge than the girl.
I'm gonna play this clip where this woman describes this also of the boy coming with more knowledge than the girl.
המדריך התנים מספר להם מה זה דגדגן, ומה זה אורגזמה, ואיך לספק את האישה. ומדריכת קלות, אני לא יודעת אם אצל כולם, אבל פשוט יש איזה מין משפט כזה של תעשי מה שבעלך יגיד לך, או בעלך כבר יראה לך, או אתם תלמדו ביחד. כל מיני כזה שבאמת כשאת מגיעה לשם, את מבינה שהוא יודע הרבה יותר עלייך ממה שאת יודעת על עצמך, ואת גם לא יודעת עליו שום דבר. אין לך מושג מה זה הדבר הזה ואיך זה עובד ומה גורם לו הנאה או משהו כזה.
היה משהו מאוד פרימיטיבי בתיאור שלה, של כל החוויה המינית, כאילו צריך לתת לו, כאילו זה לא היה תיאור שוויוני. אם הוא רוצה כאילו לשכב, אז כאילו להתאמץ ולהיות שם בשבילו הרבה. כאילו ממש גבר שיודע שכאילו אשתו שם, זה לא יותר מאושר. לא יכולה להתווכח עם זה, כן? זה נראה לי נכון. רק שגם יש אישה בסיפור.
This is actually really interesting to me because I always thought that women might have more information than men, but in this clip, the story is reverse.
Yeah, I think it's on purpose. Like the groom's teacher taught them more than the bride's teacher, and this how you keep the power between men and women, because he knows better than you, and he teaching you, so you stay low, you stay
Submissive.
Yeah, I think that's what I feel. It's the same story with the groom who tells about he need to push on the kala foot, right?
Yeah, I know that was a horrible story.
Yeah, and it's come from a little community from Yerushalayim, and really no one else does it. But I thought it's symbolic because, right, my husband didn't do it to me, but in our life, in our bedroom, it's exactly what he did. So it's a symbol, and we need to ask about it.
The story this man tells is that his father told him that after the chuppah, if he steps on his wife's foot, then he'll be the one in charge. And his father put so much pressure on him that he felt he needed to do that. He needed to step on her foot, which I have never heard before, but I understand like the context around this kind of superstition. I also was told by my mother that if your groom breaks the glass on first try, he will be a macho, like in charge. But if he's like stepping on it several times, then he's like a bit of a wuss. Like that's how I understood it. Like he won't be masculine, and it made me anxious that he should perform on that. And it's like,
Yeah,
it's just a superstition around how forceful you step on a glass.
yeah, but in his story, this groom story, the bride can do it first. It's like a competition. Who will do it first?
Oh, she knows about it too, and she can try.
Yeah. I don't know if she would try, but she has the right to do it. If we forget.
I see. Um, actually, one scene that was very endearing that I wanted to talk to you about, I'm gonna play now. That is a little like, wow. Is also with a couple. Both of them are speaking at the same time.
וזה יישמע עכשיו מאוד 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 מצחיק, אבל בהתאם לסיטואציה שהייתה שם, זה היה הדבר, הקרש הצלה שהציל אותנו במקרה הזה. כמובן שלזוג אברכים צעירים אין צעצועי מין בבית, אז הדבר שהיה הכי קרוב לזה זה היה מלפפון. זה כן, זה נשמע מאוד מצחיק, אבל זה היה הדבר היחיד, וזה היה...
וזה מה שעזר תכלס.
ולקחתי פשוט מלפפון שהוא בסדר גודל של איבר מין, ואמרתי לה, תשמעי, אני לא מתערב, אני לא מפריע לך, אני אפילו עומד רחוק, אני לא אהיה לידך, ותנסי פשוט להחדיר אותו לאט לאט בזמן שלך, ותראי אם זה כואב לך. באיזשהו שלב זה קצת גרם לה להרפות.
What do you think? What do you make of this scene? What does it mean to you?
The cucumber?
The cucumber scene. Cucumber on a wedding night.
First of all, I really love this couple. They're really sweet. And
They seem loving to each other.
Yeah, it was a journey. It was a journey with all the characters. The cucumber was, I was surprised, and it made me laugh. Like, who person think that? The solution to use with cucumber, but it helped her. I don't know. I guess you can see from this scene how wondering we are, and we trying to figure it out, really by ourselves.
Like how wonderful we are as humans. Is that what you mean?
How wondering, like not wonderful.
Like explorative.
Wonder what to do. Like she can do it. We wonder what to do and how to do it and what can help us to
I see.
And yeah, it's like you see a really young couple, newlywed,
Newlywed, yeah.
And they all alone, like, go figure it out how you do it. Some of the communities has the groom teacher walk them. You can call him. In Gur, you have to call him. It's not a question. It's not a suggester. You have to call him and tell him how it's. So maybe it's a good idea because they didn't do what to do. and they and they're sweet, and they have 2 children today, and it's lovely to see them together, how they
when I first heard about your documentary from someone in Israel, the way she described it was this documentary, you see these Orthodox couples almost like trauma bonding on their wedding night. And I felt like probably this was the scene that made her say that. Is that something that is explored directly in the documentary, or is that something that like this woman took away on her own?
I don't know. I think they decided to put it behind them and continue, yeah? And I think most of the couples put this night behind them and get better, right? And I think if someone, not me, someone will make a film about the first sex in the teenager, you know, not Haredi, secular people, teenager between 15, 16, 17 years old, and I guess it will be the same, but the different, this come with the wedding in the same package, and this not. You moving on. It's your first boyfriend, or I don't know, someone you never remember, and that's it. This is a difference. So the second we married, even we struggle with the wedding night, we have to move on. We have to put this behind, and you know, the children come, the mortgage, and you figure it out how to do sex, better sex, and enjoy it, and discover yourself and your couplehood and everything, like every normal couple in the world. With normal, I don't know, but yeah, I think I made this film because I got divorced. I don't know if I would make him if I would stay married.
Would you say your divorce was related to this particular trauma?
It's a lot of things, not only this, because we became better in this area, in the bed. It wasn't the issue.
Would you get married again in the Haredi world, in the Haredi system? Obviously, you're not an 18-year-old innocent, ignorant kid.
Yeah, and I'm not an virgin, so it won't be the same. But yeah, I don't know. I can see myself getting married again, same way with Haredi man, and I can see myself getting married with no Haredi man, with a man not Haredi, and I can see myself not married again. So all the options are on the table. I don't know, and I'm good with all of them.
And you're still Haredi. You haven't
I'm still Haredi. I'm define myself as a Haredi because first of all, I'm very I am a person with belief. I'm a believer person with emuna, and really like, you know, to keep Shabbos and all the Yom Tov and everything. I really connect to the tradition, the culture, the mitzvot, the everything, and also it's a sociology thing. I grew up like that. I can't leave it. I guess you feel sometimes like you still a little bit Haredi, right? Because we grew up like that.
Yeah, no, I relate.
Yeah, we can't really go from that. So this is Beis Yankev songs and everything. It's my DNA.
What about your family connection? Is your family on board with your with your work, which often pushes against like the norms, not only with the wedding night, but your first documentary, which is about you taking your wig off after getting divorced, called Uncovered? Is that what it's called?
Covered up.
Covered up, sorry.
Yeah.
So, in that documentary, we meet your parents, which it was very lovely. But I'm wondering, now we're much later and you've done more daring work. How is that part of the story?
We are good. We are good. We are really good. I think in the beginning my parents may be worried that I'm going out. I don't know how to say it. Like maybe leaving their religion. But during the years, they watch me and see me very stable,
Yeah.
and they know I have my way, and I'm doing it my way, but I'm still I'm connecting and appreciate it and love the Haredi community, and very care about it, and very care about the Israeli society and the Haredi community and the connection between us. And I really want a good life here in Israel with all the kind of people. And we are like, all Ashvatim.
I hear you. Do you want to tell me what your favorite scene of the documentary is?
Oh, this film? This is a good question. I think maybe the sequence after the chuppah and the couple go to the cheder ichud, the kala all alone, surrounded with all the men. I would go with that, with it.
Well, in that case, I want to take out this interview on that clip. I want to thank you so much for your time. What are you working on right now? Are you working on something new?
Yeah, I'm working on a new documentary film. I'm doing research a lot, like more than a year, but I'm not started it yet. Shooting and this, not yet. And also, I'm working on a drama series and fiction film.
Nice. And this documentary, The Wedding Night, is going to come to English language audiences.
Yeah.
Hopefully in this year.
I hope so. Yeah. And festivals all over the world, in Europe, BBC, Arte, and who knows what next.
Can people watch it now? Can people watch it now?
Yeah, it's on Arte, I think Germany and France, and BBC on May, and New York Times, I don't know when, but I hope very soon.
Excellent. I'm going to put some links in the video description. I so enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so much for sharing so candidly and for bearing with my questions. Some of them very personal. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for the interview and the
Yeah.
opportunity. And it's nice to meet you, to know you.
Yeah, same. I enjoyed following you on Instagram. Are you going to eat your cake that you baked now?
It's for Shabbos.
Oh, it's for Shabbos. Oh.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
trying to be healthy on Shabbos, making a flourless cake?
I'm trying. I'm trying, and I'm barely lost weight. It's
I
really
hear you.
difficult to me. I don't know why. Yeah,
I get it. I get
yeah,
it.
but
Yeah.
okay.
Well, toda, Rachel, it was fun talking to you.
Thank you,
Good
Freddie.
Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Shabbos.
Bye bye.